Episode 2. The Hollow Pact. The door clicked. Carly and Nina froze. The old ranger, if he was even that, stood with the key still dangling from his fingers. His eyes flickered with something, knowing. "You girls were lucky," he said calmly. "Not many make it out of the pines alive." Carly's throat tightened. "You heard them too, the howls." The man poured tea from an ancient kettle into chipped cups. "They don't come past the perimeter. Not without invitation." Nina's voice was hoarse. "Who are you?" He smiled again. Too wide. "Caretaker. Let's just say I keep the boundary intact." Carly watched his hands, strong, weathered, but twitching slightly. The tattoo on his forearm. A claw mark inside a circle. A sigil. The same one carved into the rocks back in the grove. He pushed the tea toward them. They didn't drink. His expression dimmed. "It's not poisoned. Your guests. For now." A sudden knock on the window made them jump. But when they looked, there was nothing outside. Just fog. And trees swaying unnaturally in the morning light. 1 hour later. The ranger had retreated to another room, claiming he needed to ward the perimeter. Carly leaned close to Nina. "We need to go." He locked the door. Nina whispered, "There's a window in the back." They moved quietly, barely breathing. Creak. Carly froze. A board shifted underfoot. The ranger's voice drifted in from the other room. "Leaving so soon?" They ran. Out the window, into cold fog, lungs burning. But the woods weren't the same. Somehow, they were back in them. The ranger's outpost vanished as if it had never existed. "Where are we?" Nina gasped. Carly turned in a circle. The trees. The rocks. The trail of claw marks. She whispered, "He didn't let us go. He sent us back." The second night. The forest changed. Paths twisted. Shadows moved even without wind. Sometimes Carly thought she saw Harper in the distance, eyes glowing, body hunched, but when she blinked, he was gone. Nina muttered in her sleep. "Names. Please." Then a single phrase. "He's still alive, but not human anymore." Carly shook her awake. "What did you say?" "I don't remember." They walked. Starved. Exhausted. And then they found the cabin again. But this time, it wasn't decayed. It stood tall. Fresh smoke curled from the chimney. "Don't," Carly said. "It's a trick." But Nina had already stepped forward. Inside, the table was set. Hot food. Candles. A photo of all 5 of them smiling, at Coldwater Lake. A photo that didn't exist. "What the hell?" Then Carly heard footsteps upstairs. Thump. Thump. Scrape. Then Owen's voice. "Carly." She backed away. "Carly, please, help me. I'm still me. It's not too late." Nina looked toward the stairs. "We can't leave him. He's dead," Carly whispered. "He's not him anymore." Then he screamed. A wail of rage and hunger, tearing through the house. They ran again. The forest devoured the cabin behind them. The pact. They found a stone well near the heart of the woods, covered in vines and sigils. Bones littered the base. And beside it, the woman from the grove waited. "You returned," she said without surprise. "You sent us into a trap," Nina accused. "No," the woman said. "I offered a path. You refused it." Carly stepped forward. "You said there was a way out." "There is," the woman said. "But it costs." She pointed at Nina. "One of you must offer yourself as tether." "Tether?" Carly asked. "A living seal. One who binds the werewolves to the forest, forever." The curse must have a guardian. No, Carly said instantly. We're not doing that. But Nina looked hollow, her eyes far away. Maybe I should, she said. Carly grabbed her arm. No, Carly. I'm not okay. I see them when I sleep. Owen. Ben. They whisper to me. You're just scared. No. I'm connected. Ever since we came here, I feel them. Like I'm becoming part of this place. The woman nodded solemnly. Some are marked. Chosen. The forest knows. Carly turned to the woman. If she takes the place of the tether, what happens? She lives. But not as herself. She becomes something else. Something bound to the pines. And me? You walk free. Nina reached out, touched Carly's hand. Promise me you'll leave. And never come back. Carly shook her head, tears falling. Don't do this. We can keep running. We can fight. You don't understand. This isn't about fighting anymore. Nina stepped forward. Into the center of the stone circle. The woman chanted softly. The trees shook. The ground trembled. Nina knelt. And the roots grew around her ankles. She didn't scream. She smiled. The sigils glowed. Then everything went still. The forest breathed. Sated. The aftermath. Carly woke up on the roadside. Sunlight burned her eyes. A truck honked. Tires screeched. The driver jumped out yelling. But Carly couldn't speak. She stared at the woods behind her. The tree line was silent. Unmoving. Weeks passed. Carly gave her statement. Lost in the woods? The others didn't make it. No, I don't remember much. But she did. Every night she dreamed of Nina. Rooted in the soil. Eyes glowing faint gold. Whispering. I'm still here. Keeping them in. Then one night, Carly looked in the mirror. A claw mark appeared on her shoulder. Fresh. She turned, but no one was there. Then a howl echoed from the far hills. Soft. Faint. But getting closer. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe for more scary stories.